up with them. Miss them with that. About my dollar like I'm.
Dream up the perfect pattern and color combination and save your shoe.
Ready to wear your shoe in my career? Head to the appropriate store of your brand, and you'll find your shoes.
You can't ask the odds, we know forgiving. Free
I found a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punks. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
When you scroll to the bottom,
Make your
Up next, the Grizzlies taking on the Nuggets. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they're desperate to find a solution to their problem. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out of the wing. Then it's G.G. Jackson. And there's Jackson, and it's LaRavia in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Bane. Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Big Daddy. To the wing on the left. To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Denver shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Number 46, shooting 1.
Wind the lane. Wind the lane. 1 shot.
Free throw off from Big Daddy. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
That one good for 2.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Gordon. And leads, that's the big for Gordon. Off target from outside. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to catch up with Michael Malone. We talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight. We'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. Inside, stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Bane. And again, Memphis no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Morant finds Jackson. Comes up empty down low.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon understands the importance of stretching the floor. And he remains a capable three-point shooter.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
All right, everyone. Make some noise for your one and only
Denver making a switch here. Watson's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Smart's checked in. .158 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Jackson. Here's Laravia. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Big Daddy passes to Van Fleet. Now here's Gordon. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Laravia. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Down low, here's Brown. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside, Payne. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Gordon the pass to Big Daddy. And that one is stuffed right through.
Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Payne. Shoots. Misses the jumper. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
They've got Anthony. Michael Porter's out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. trailing by 4. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Oh, that's terrific anticipation from Jokic, erasing that shot attempt.
The Grizzlies making a switch here.
Get back in there.
It's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Got a piece of it. Pulls from the top of the key. Here's Jackson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Pass to Big Daddy. Off target with his 3. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Finish off the break. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Now Morant. He has 7. Bane with a screen on Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Traps in the tray.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
To the paint. And it's Memphis with another.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
Here's Big Daddy. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Big Daddy's got 7 points in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Bane passes to Jackson. Here's Morant. Bane looking around. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 5. To the inside. Big Daddy. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And it's 9 points for Big Daddy.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson in the corner. Nice open look, but it's no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Grizzlies lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. In the Eastern Conference, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on.
And now let's check out the Denver Nuggets, who are in a close game after 1 half of play.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famage.
And that concludes half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. And there's Jackson, and there's Jackson, And it's Laravia in at the power forward. They get it again. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Van Vliet. No-place jumper from the free throw line. Van Vliet's got the first field goal of the second half for the Nuggets. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
There's Jackson with the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Out to the wing. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Jackson. Jackson misses. The Nuggets trail. Here's Jokic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here is Bain. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon with that vertical and length. Please try someone else.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient, let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report. Seconds now into the second half. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and their coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.